Find someone who's willing to pay you to do what you have to do. You have to do research. There are programs that will pay you to do research. You have to have other extracurriculars, right? Teaching or tutoring might be one of them. Get someone to pay you, right, to be a TA, to tutor, to do those kind of things. So that's number one way. Is find programs that will pay you to do what you already have to do. That's efficiency. Now you're doing two things in one. You're making money and doing money. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yeah.
There are tons of programs, especially here at Berkeley, there's a billion. It's just money falling out their ears, okay? It's the truth. If I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong.
You're wrong. I'm sorry.
For real?
Yeah.
Okay, tell me what you want to do. What's your activity? I'll tell you how to get paid for it.
There's a lot of unpaid research in Berkeley. Like, no one wants to pay you to do research.
Stop. Who doesn't want to pay you?
Any of the professors.
The professor doesn't want to pay you. Can you get paid to do research? Not by the professor?
Probably.
Yes. Because if you get online, there's fellowships, there's research grants, there's research scholarships, all those things.
But those are really competitive. It's not like they're abundant opportunities.
Let's get there. Can we get there?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Number two is what you just talked about. Getting scholarship money. So, scholarship money is super competitive, right? Wrong. The way you guys search for scholarships makes it difficult. Because you do what college students do. Right? When you want a scholarship, what do you do? College student, 25,000, I'm applying for that one. Right?
Okay.
But who's applying for that scholarship? Everybody in the world. Everybody. So, is it highly competitive? Yes, you're not going to get that. Not never. It's like winning the lotto. So instead, you nickel and dime your way to full tuition. And you do that by following the I'm the only one method. So you take, for example, you Google, right, college student scholarship. That's legitimate. Everybody applies to that. You then break it down. So instead of being just a college student, you are a Cali college student. You are a UC college student. You are a Berkeley college student, right? You are a student who went to such and such a high school, right? Maybe you transferred schools. Now you're bringing yourself into a narrow sector, right? Maybe you're a first generation student. Maybe you're a second generation student. Maybe you're a rich kid student, right? There's scholarships for all that, right? Then you take your family. Okay, my parent is an accountant. Look for the Accountants Association. Do they have a scholarship for accountants kids? Right? Oh, my dad is a delivery man. Is there a delivery man scholarship fund? Probably is, right? Neither one of my parents are employed. Is there a scholarship for that? Yes. Is that a smaller group than the big group? Yes. Is that money just sitting there? Yes. Did you guys know? Whose parents here work at a grocery store? Probably nobody. Did you guys know the Grocery Store Association is a real thing? And did you know they have a fund for students of grocery store workers that has scholarships? Did you know that every year, and I know this because my wife's father works for a grocery store, and he's in management, and he's like, yeah, every year we have all this money, we're not allowed to get it as the managers, that just sits there. Hundreds of thousands of dollars, over 80% of the money in this fund is unclaimed. So you need to be on there tonight. So you're the only one. Look at it. I'm the only one, it works! Yes, there we go. So do you see that there's tons of unclaimed money, but you have to narrow it down, right? My parents suck. Did you guys know that L'Oreal has a scholarship? Yes, L'Oreal. Did you know that Paul Mitchell has a scholarship? Yes, they do. Yes. Yes. Do you guys know Gorilla Glue? The gel? Did you know they have a scholarship? You send them a picture of your hair done crazily with their glue, and the best picture gets money. Is that amazing?
Yeah.
Is that free money that you didn't know existed?
Yeah.
So find out what's unique. We don't go for the big dog scholarship. We nickel and dime our way finding these obscure ass scholarships. And we piece them all together to get money. Because there's nobody applying for it. Because there's nobody like you. Right? I didn't know this method very well when I did what you did, right? College student, oh, 25, I want that one. Full ride. Nothing. I never heard back. But I'm telling you now, as someone who knows, that's what you gotta do. Figure out exactly what you need about me. I wear glasses. My hair doesn't behave in the rain. There's scholarships out there for it. Try it. Why not? Right? All those things add up to money. The last thing is you start a business. Does that sound hard? I'm going to put together a business plan for you guys right now. You ready? Step one, figure out what you're good at. Anything. Make a list of all of them. Then figure out which of those people will actually pay you for. This is not a joke. One of my medical student cohorts, she actually made brownies, brought them, and sold them, and funded her honeymoon off brownie sales. Because how much is a box of brownies? How much?
$6.
$5. How many brownies can you make out of the pan?
30 more.
Let's call it 20. You charge $1 a brownie, you just make 15 bucks. And who will pay $1 for a brownie? I would. Right? You're at medical school, you're hungry, it's late, you got brownies. I'll take one. $1? That's nothing.
Me too.
Yeah, right? And she funded her honeymoon. So whatever it is that you're good at, someone will pay you for. But not if you're not good. She's an excellent baker. So the next step is become proficient and expert at whatever it is you want to do. And the last thing is let people know that you're good. Market. So the easiest way to market yourself as a college student, okay? I mentioned I was broke. So the way I paid for my college was tutoring. I started a tutoring company. Do you guys want to hear that story? Can I tell that story? Do you have time? No one's coming in, I don't care. Okay, so I mentioned I'm lazy. You guys know what my first job was in college? Who's heard this story? What was my first job in college? No. What?
Art?
No.
How did you?
Wait, weren't you working at a Rosen Builders?
No, it was a car dealership. Okay. So actually, okay, my first one, that doesn't really count. I guess it counts as much as the second one does, was Sports Chalet. And then I showed up for orientation and wanted me to lift boxes in the back with no back brace. So I said, no, I'm good. So I left. So I quit. My second job was at a car dealership. I was supposed to be like a salesman or whatever, right? So they handed me this manual and said, listen, you have a week. You know, first one, just get your feet wet, learn the manual, whatever. I read the manual before lunch. So then my lunch came, I kept taking lunch. I said, all right, you got 30 minutes. They're like, he said 30 minutes, but I hear 30 minutes. So I went on my lunch break, and I came back, and who's ever had a 30-minute lunch break at their work? Is it not the worst?
Yes.
Because Pan Express was not closed. I went to Pan Express, my food wasn't ready. I come back, my food was still in my hand, I hadn't eaten, and I'm sweating because I was running in, and it's 32 minutes. And he's like, Andre, please come up here real quick. And proceeds to scold me about being 2 minutes late. So I said, it's not gonna work for me, I quit. So I quit. So then, my third job was, I applied for a tutoring job at one of the big tutoring companies, right? Kaplan, Princeton, one of those, right? And then they told me what the salary was. I said, wait a minute, you guys charge them how much, and you pay me how much? I want more of that. And they said, no, it's what we pay. I said, well, I think I can do better. So I started my own tutoring company. And I said, listen, they're gonna pay me 20 bucks, and they charge 60. I can charge $21, and I'm still making more doing it myself. And who wouldn't want to pay $39 less for tutoring? Right? But instead I said $40, because I said I'm worth that, and I made people pay me that. But then I had to get people to pay me, right? So you get business cards. Okay? When I first started my business, my goal is to pass out 1,000 business cards every week. 1,000. At your grocery store. Hey man, you buying groceries? I tutor. Hey, you're at PTA meeting? I tutor. Hey, you're at a sporting event for your kid? I tutor. Everywhere. 1,000 cards a week. How many phone calls did I get back on 1,000 cards?
200.
Less than 10. How many of those are serious people? 1 or 2. So that means in a month I'm acquiring about 1 to 2 clients a week. But at $40 a pop, I'm now making $40 a week, so I'm making $160 for the month. If I get 2, now I'm making $320 for the month. And now the next month I do the same thing, now I'm making $640. Right? Then I'm making what? $12.80. And then no. And then what happens is now people, you're an expert, you're good, so people want to tell their friends how good you are, right? Because parents brag on their kids, right? Oh, they're the best, 2 kids tutor is amazing. But people can't just be honest, right? So what do they say? Oh yeah, we pay pricey, we pay him 60 bucks. So people are calling me saying, hey listen, yeah, I know you charge 60 bucks, but I'm like, all right, yeah, I charge 60 bucks, right? And my prices went up. I was charging more than $100 an hour at the height of my business. Not only that, I was so popular, I actually got other people to tutor, and I Kaplaned them. So I said, I'll give you 20 bucks, and I'll take the cut off the top. So now not only am I getting paid for what I do, I'm getting paid for what other people do. And now I'm making lots of money, and I'm affording college. Your hands up first.
How do you present for your academic status?
Isn't it less than having a real job?
Yeah.
Shooting 1 hour a day and making $40 compared to working 5 hours, making $8.50. I'm saving myself time. And what does it cost me? I'm at the grocery store passing out cards. When there's nobody there, what am I doing? Studying. Oh, wait, someone coming! Give me a card. Oh, thanks, sorry. Studying.
Efficiency.
Efficiency, bam. Right?
Where did you find the location to bring these
Yes.
students?
Okay, business rule number 2, right? Number 1 is marketing, which business cards are. Number 2 is limit your fixed costs. The number 1 fixed cost in business is property. So instead of having a tutoring building, I went to people's houses, which they actually liked and thought was fancy, but really was just keeping me from having to have a place to tutor. Oh, it's so amazing. He comes to us. It's so great, right?
Yeah.
That's what happens,
We can keep an eye on it too.
right? Who would drop their kid off at your house? That's weird.
Yeah.
Here's my 15-year-old daughter. Big old black guy, 15-year-old daughter. Like, that's not acting up. Right? That's how you feel. I'm not trying to go to jail. Like, what's this? Okay. So, does that make sense? So, do we all understand that, yes, we're not going to have $1,000 tomorrow, but there are ways, if we're creative and we use it at our disposal, to get money. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay? Even more so, right? I'll use a residency example. How busy is a resident? Very busy. That's the answer. 80 hours in 5 days, right? I do this stuff, right? I charge you guys peanuts on the dollar, right? To come to this event. Because I see the bigger picture. And just yesterday, in fact, right? I've been on YouTube for a month. Just yesterday, in the past week, I just closed a deal with Princeton Review. I'm now their lead strategic consultant for medical school admissions. They have no medical school admissions division. They've been wanting to start one. They didn't have the expertise. So they found me online. We've been negotiating for a week, and now I'm officially their lead strategic consultant. I'm teaching them how to teach people to get into medical school. And they're paying me a boatload of money for it.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Right? But what you see is the money, right? You see me up here doing all this stuff. What you don't see is that last month I mentioned I was on nights. I'm sleeping an hour, 2 hours a night. Grinding, writing, filming videos. The reason I don't know if I've posted the video or not is because I was filming 20 to 30 videos a night on Nightflow. So if you look at some of my YouTube videos, I'm in the call room. The takes you don't see is when the pager's going on. I'm filming 20 to 30 videos a night. I'm writing, creating content. Efficiency, I'm at work, working. Other people watch Netflix when they're on call. Oh, I'm engaged in companies anyway, I'm not gonna do any work. I'm grinding, and then that grind ends up in success. That's the sacrifice, so we'll get to number 3. We're gonna keep rolling. You see the Princeton Review, you say, oh, that's great, you're giving him money, that's, of course, because he's a medical student, whatever. You think you have my resident to give money for Princeton Review? You know what my program told me when I want to start this little venture? They called the lawyers on me again. I'm not joking. This is real life. I said, we're all family. We talk, right? It's real. They found me on the internet. I didn't tell them because I knew they were going to trip because people are closed-minded, right? Medicine, like this. So they tried to ambush me, thinking I'm not a grown-ass man. They didn't learn the first time, right? So they called me in the office. Oh, yeah, I just want to talk to you, see how things are going. So I walk in the program director's office. I walk in. Hello! Oh! And you brought a friend!
Hey, how are you? Sorry, didn't mean to.
Okay, so
You walk into the program.
I walk into the program director's office. I walk in, and she closes the door, and she says, oh, how things are going? She had a small chat with me. And she says, hold on a second. So even saying, she says, hold on a second. She goes out, and the next thing you know, the other program director's in the room, 2 lawyers from the hospital. I don't know, like, who's people? Oh, yeah, we are the hospital, and I put the terms for a lawyer, whatever. Oh, we're I don't know what it was called. We're the hospital lawyers. And I'm like, why are there lawyers here? They open the folder, we've discovered. Right? Like they got me, right? That you are online. You have another business. You're trying to make money outside of this residency. And I said, you mean I'm trying not to be a slave? Yeah, I am. I'm trying to make money. I got a wife and I got a 9-month-old. now currently. He's 9 months this week. Okay? So, I got a family support. I'm broke as a joke. Residents, we make less, we make a little bit more than minimum wage when you count out our hours. I'm broke as a joke, trying to support 3. You got trouble supporting yourself. Imagine 3 people. Right? So I gotta make stuff happen. I gotta sacrifice to have the success. So I started a business. So they want to fight me on it. And again, I'm in control. You can't phase me. So they were like, yeah, you're gonna drop the program. I said, I'll drop out the program. Because I'm passionate about helping young students. This is fun to me, and I need money. You guys aren't gonna pay me more money, are you? So if you want to kick me out of the program, that's fine, I'll leave. So they were a little shocked by that. And they said, we need to confer with our lawyers. I mean, these 2 right here. And they said, no, we need to talk to the head lawyer for our hospital. I said, well, you talk to them. But I think it's a bad look, and this is again, right, strategic. I said, it's a bad look, the only black guy in your program who's trying to help underrepresented, disadvantaged students with a business, and you're kicking them out of your program. That's a bad look for the media. I'm not saying what we're going to say for you. I'm telling you what we're going to say. Right? That's where my mind went. Right? So then that was also something that I planted the seed on, right? So then I get an email the next day, hey, listen, we'd like to have you back in our office. I said, well, so I was, listen. So again, if you exceed expectations, can anyone say anything to you? No. If I were to pull my evals up in this place, Andre is well beyond an intern level. Andre's work is always done. He is so efficient. He is so productive. The patients love him. They rave. Blah, blah, blah. Right on the list. Never had a bad eval. So what could they say about what I was doing?
Right.
Nothing. So I got free leeway to be an asshole. Are your lawyers going to be there too? Should I bring my lawyer? Here's my lawyer's law firm. Click, 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 click. You know what happened? They canceled that meeting. Send me an email saying, you know what? You go ahead and do your thing and just make sure it doesn't interfere with work. Great, guys. Thanks. But you have to be willing to say what you will and won't do.
Right.
You got to make other people powerless, and you got the ultimate power. I'll be all right. If you guys don't want me, someone else will want me. And if no one else wants me, I'll figure something else out. Because there's always a solution if you look for it. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yes.
This is truth. This is 100% truth. Don't make me pull emails up this place. Some of you guys are like, this is bull. This is truth. This is truth. For people who know me, do I lie? Or do I tell them like it is? This is real. So understand that don't